We've reached the time of year where as you're walking through the grocery store, you see stuffing mix on display everywhere. And while yes, a lot of people use it for their Thanksgiving meal, there are lots of ways to use a box of stuffing mix for just any meal, any weeknight. Today, I'm gonna share with you 6 different recipes in which you can use a box of stuffing mix. It makes dinner quick and easy and super delicious. Hey y'all, I'm Mandy, and this is Mandy in the Making. This first recipe we're gonna make is called Contest Winning Broccoli Chicken Casserole. A subscriber sent this to me and told us we needed to try it. This is from Sherry. She said the only thing that she does differently than what the directions say to do is that she mixes her stuffing mix all throughout and doesn't just put it on top. So we're gonna give this one a try. Now, a lot of these recipes you'll see where you don't have to do anything to the stuffing mix, you just use as is. But with this recipe, we're actually going to follow the directions on the back. It only takes 5 minutes to prepare this, and then we'll assemble everything and get in the oven. So we're gonna get started by preheating the oven to 350. Now we're gonna bring 1.5 cups of water up to boil. Now my directions on the back of the box say to add also butter to this, but in the directions for the recipe, it says to use only the water portion. So we're not going to add butter. Our water is boiling, which means we need to add all of the stuffing mix in, and we need to stir it around and get it coated really well. And then we're gonna remove it from the heat. We're gonna put a lid on it, and we're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. While that is sitting and doing its thing, let's move over and start mixing the rest. Okay, the recipe calls for 2 cups of cooked chicken. I have more like 3 cups. So because of that, I'm gonna add a little more liquid stuff in. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a little bit. But we've got about 3 cups of chicken here. This is just a rotisserie chicken that I had picked apart and frozen. And then I just thawed it out for this. There's still a few pieces that are a little frozen together, but for the most part, it's thawed. You need 1 cup of frozen broccoli florets, thawed. So these are thawed and ready to go in. And then you need a can of broccoli cheese soup. This is the condensed soup. We are not going to do anything to it other than just add it in here to the mix. Now, because we have so much chicken, I'm scared that that liquid is not gonna be enough and it's gonna dry out. You could definitely add some milk, or I'm gonna add just a little bit of sour cream. And then for some extra seasoning, I know our mix is gonna have plenty of seasoning in it, but I really love paprika with chicken. So I'm gonna add about a teaspoon. So let's mix all of this together. Now we just need to go grab our stuffing mix from the stove. So let's add this in with the mixture, because that's what Sherry does. She's the one who sent in the recipe. Mix that all together. Oh man, this smells good already. And everything is already cooked. So at this point, you're just basically gonna be heating this through. So let's spray our dish with a little bit of olive oil. This is an 11 by 7, and we're just going to dump all of this in, spread it all out, and then we're gonna top it with our cheese. I have 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. Now we just need to cover this. We're gonna bake for 20 minutes covered, and then we will remove it and then bake for another 10 minutes. It has been 20 minutes, so let's just take this off and pop it back in there for another 10 minutes.
This looks good.
He's been so excited.
I like broccoli stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is
Really
it good?
Yeah, I like it. I knew I was gonna like it too.
Well, yeah, I mean, it smells amazing, so.
It's kind of hard not to like this. It's really
Right.
good. Lots of good flavor. The stuffing and everything, the chicken flavor, cheddar cheese, the broccoli, which is one of my favorite ingredients in a casserole like this, or whatever.
All right, well, good. Is it very comfort foodish? Okay.
Definitely.
All right, I'm gonna dig in. This looks so good. My house smells amazing. Highly recommend. I was scared it would be overly salty, so I didn't add extra salt, but I think it was perfect. It was very creamy.
It was creamy. I didn't like it. I thought it was so bad that I had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, you'll have that. If you don't have turkey on hand, you could definitely do chicken, but I went to the grocery store and was able to find some turkey tenderloins which is what we're gonna use today. And we're going to make this mostly in the crock pot. We're gonna cook the turkey in the crock pot. We'll finish it up in the oven. Let's get started. So we're getting this started a little late in the day for us. But if you are thinking about making this, this would be perfect to put in the crock pot before you go to work or church. So let's get started on the gravy first. I've got a couple of cans of soup. I've got cream of celery and then also cream of chicken. These are gonna go here into this bowl. To one of our empty cans, we're gonna add some chicken broth. We're just gonna fill it up about halfway. Add that into the mixture. Our stuffing mix has seasonings already in it. So we're gonna go light with the sage, but we are gonna add just a little bit of sage to this mixture. Don't wanna overdo it. Now, let's just whisk this together. Let's add both of these turkey tenderloins to the bottom of a crock pot. Just gonna separate them out just a little bit. There we go. And now we're just gonna pour that soup mixture right over top. Like I mentioned, we put this in later in the day, so we're gonna put this on high, but if you're doing this like you're supposed to, at the beginning of the day, then you're gonna wanna do it on low for 4 to 6 hours. We're gonna do it on high for 2.5, 3 hours. It has been 2 hours and 20 minutes or so. Our turkey is done. So it's time to move on to the next step. First things first, let's preheat the oven. We're gonna preheat this to 425. Now, I've got 3 stalks of celery. We want these kind of finely diced, so I'm gonna use my handy dandy chopper. You know, you just work out a little aggression. It's kind of fun. All right, so it says we need a cup of diced celery. That's a little more than a cup, but we're gonna go with it. So I've got a large bag of stuffing mix here. This one is 16 ounces. I think the original recipe that we had seen online called for 14 ounces. But you know, it's gonna be fine. And we've kind of changed up everything anyway, so here we go. Let's dump that in here. Then we need about a half a cup of chicken broth. I may do just a little bit more since we're doing a little more stuffing mix. Okay, let's pour that in. Let's add our celery in. Let's just stir this to combine it. You know what would be good with this dinner that I did not think ahead of time? Cranberry sauce.
Oh yeah, that would be really good.
But I've been to the grocery store like 11 times in the past 2-3 days. So I'm not going back to get cranberry sauce. Just imagine cranberry sauce with this. It would be perfect. Okay, I've got a half a stick of butter, or 1/4 a cup. I'm gonna melt this in the microwave. Now we are gonna chop up our turkey tenderloins. I'm gonna use my mix and chop because I think it'll work for sure. So let's shred this. If you've got chicken, you'll shred it. Now we just assemble our casserole. This is very, very simple. We're gonna put about 1/3 of this stuffing mixture on the bottom of a 9x13. That should be about good. Now we're gonna take about half of our turkey mixture with the soup and everything and go right on top of there. There we go. Now let's just do another layer. So 1/3 more of our crumbs here. This is like Thanksgiving. I'm so excited right now. The last of our turkey. And now just gonna top it with the last of our crumbs. And then finally, we're gonna take our half a stick of butter and pour that over top. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna push it down.
Mash it.
Mash it.
We call that mashing.
Okay, this is gonna go in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. Everything's already cooked, but it'll soften the celery a little bit and just get it all good and hot and ready to eat.
Thanksgiving pre-season.
Yeah, we pre-season it.
Pre-season meal here.
Yeah.
Let's see. That is good. Oh yeah, that is really good.
Is it like Thanksgiving?
It's like Thanksgiving stuffing.
Yeah.
You know, the turkey and everything, but that turkey is delicious.
So if you were having a small Thanksgiving, this would be the dish to make. Make you have some cranberry sauce on the side, maybe some sweet taters, but this would be it.
That would definitely be it. I would say that, you know, if you're using this much stuffing, maybe add a little bit more of the cream or, you know, so that you'll have like a little something to drizzle on top.
Oh, yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
Well, good.
But this is really good.
I'm excited. All right, I'm gonna dig in. Cole loves it. Let's see what I think. This is definitely Thanksgiving preseason. It is so good. He was saying that we could do some turkey gravy on the side, just to pour that over.
That would be really good.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So if you make this one, get you some turkey gravy or make you some turkey gravy for the topping. But
and don't forget the cranberry sauce.
Don't forget the cranberry sauce. You're a mess. This is delicious. Definitely make this. Apparently it was on the back of a Kraft stuffing mix box or bag a long time ago. But this is called a chicken bruschetta bake. And the author of this particular recipe, or the one who shared it, said that she tried it and they really fell in love with it. And this is a meal that she takes to people if she needs something to take to people. Because it's a comfort meal. Let's get started by preheating our oven. We're gonna heat it to 400. I'm making about half of this, so I'm just gonna be using this size dish. If you're making the whole recipe, which of course I'm gonna have linked below, you'll need a 9x13. I've got a can of diced tomatoes. These are the onion and roasted garlic tomatoes. I need about half of this can. It does say undrained. We're gonna add in our stuffing mix. Now it calls for 6 ounces, so I'm gonna do about 3 ounces. So I'm just gonna pour it in there till it feels right. I think that's enough. If I need more, I can always add more. It calls for a half a cup of water, so about 1/4 cup of water, but I'm gonna do chicken broth instead. She does mention that if you have chicken broth, it adds a good flavor, so that's what I'm gonna do. Just about 1/4 cup. And then we need some garlic. The bad thing about this garlic is I have to turn it upside down because otherwise it's really hard to get it out, but when you turn it upside down, it comes pouring out as soon as you open it. Watch, you will see. Yep, there it is. Whoop. Let's mix all of that together. I'm gonna add just a little more of the stuffing mix. I do things like my Nana used to say, and I used to look at her weird. She would say, you do it till it feels right. Well, that didn't feel right, so I added more, and now it feels right. Moving on. We're gonna spray this. I've got a little less than 1 pound of chicken here. We're gonna layer that on the bottom. I've just cut it up into bite-sized pieces. Now we're gonna add some basil on top of that. I have dried basil. If you have fresh basil, I think that would probably be fine too, but my fresh basil is currently frozen, so I didn't want to deal with that. So I'm gonna use the dried. I'm just gonna sprinkle it again until it feels right. I don't want to overload it, but ain't she pretty? And then we need a little bit of mozzarella cheese, which our cheese monster had discovered that I had. So I think the recipe calls for 1 cup. We don't need that much. I'm just using the rest of what's in this bag. And then the only other thing we have to do is just top it with this stuffing mix. So I'm gonna dump all of this out. This is so easy. I mean, the ingredients sound really yummy too, so I don't see how we're going wrong with this one, you know? This is the perfect size for what I need too. So this is gonna go in the oven at 400 for about 30 minutes or until our chicken is done. It has been 30 minutes. My house smells so good. Why does that smell so divine? I'm the only one here right now. The guys are on their way home, but I think they've already eaten based off of what they were out doing. So it's probably just gonna be me for the taste test. Sorry. I don't know how this can't be good. My mouth is watering. It's been watering for the last 10 to 15 minutes as I've been smelling this in the oven. I can't even describe to you what this smells like, but the tomatoes mixed with that stuffing. Let's do this. It's hot. It's very, very hot. I'm not gonna pull a Steven. Famous last words, right? Let me blow this off. I'll be back. I feel like I should just stop the video here. This is what you need to make. I love the tomatoes mixed with the stuffing mix. And tell me below, am I wrong? Or is the Pepperidge Farm stuffing mix way better than the stovetop? I've made things with stovetop for years. I don't think I've ever bought the Pepperidge Farm before, but when I saw it at Sam's, I grabbed it. But I think it tastes better. Let me know in the comments below. Y'all, I mean, just pause this right now and add any ingredients that you don't have to your grocery list and thank me later. They just came in from fishing. They don't smell good. What? My kitchen smelled so good until these two walked in. I'm just saying. This is called Straight Out of Heaven casserole. We're gonna be the judge of that. First of all, we're gonna be using 3 cups of this. I need to pull some more. But then we've also got carrots, onion, celery. Got about 2 cups of rotisserie chicken. Then we've got some chicken broth, our stuffing mix, of course, and then I'm gonna add garlic in too. The recipe calls for 3 carrots, but my carrots are pretty large, in case you can't tell. So I'm just gonna use 2, and it says that they just need to be sliced. So I'm gonna cut them in half, and then I'm gonna slice them in half moons. The recipe calls for 2 ribs of celery. Mine are very, very small, so I'm doing 3. But it says you can dice them or slice them. So I'm just gonna really thinly slice these. Lastly, we need 1 cup of diced onion. I don't know why I didn't grab my veggie dicer for this stuff, because I didn't think about it, I guess. But I've got a small onion or a medium-sized onion that I'm just gonna dice really quickly. So we've got our Instant Pot ready. Let's go ahead and turn it on to saute. And we're going to wait for it to come up to where it says it's hot. Okay, it says it's hot. So let's throw in a couple of tablespoons of butter and let that melt. I do have my little Instant Pot clip on. I don't know if you can see that, it's right here. It keeps the entire thing from turning as you were sauteing stuff. It's really nice. I've got it linked in my Amazon store below. Now we're gonna throw in our onions, our carrots, and our celery. We just need to saute these for 5 minutes. The last minute or so that it's sauteing, I'm gonna throw in some minced garlic. Okay, we've got about a minute left. So I've got this garlic here. I'm just gonna add some in. Just, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon. I was kind of surprised that this recipe did not call for garlic. We absolutely love it, so you know I had to add it in. So it's been 5 minutes. These are softened up pretty well. Now we're gonna pour in 1.5 cups of chicken broth. And you just wanna scrape the bottom just to make sure you don't have anything stuck. I don't think I do. But if you don't scrape the bottom and you have something stuck on the bottom, just in case you don't know, you will get a burn notice. Now you wanna add in your rotisserie chicken. I've got 2 cups of that here. And then 3 cups of chopped spinach. I didn't chop mine because it is the baby spinach. Oh man, I always find stems that I did not remove when I go to add it in. They were hiding in there. Okay, that's all right. We're just going to move on. And then I'm gonna take my stuffing mix. This is the cornbread flavor, is what this one calls for. And we're gonna pour it on top, and we're not going to stir it in. I am gonna spread it out just a little bit, but we're not gonna stir it in. Okay, let's turn our Instant Pot off. So I'm gonna hit the cancel button. I put my lid on, it is set to sealing, and we are just gonna pressure cook this for a whopping 1 minute. That's it. So once that comes up to pressure and does its 1 minute, then we will quick release all of the steam. Y'all like that? And it'll be time to eat. It came up to temperature, it counted down from 1 to 0. Now let's release the steam. Why do I struggle? There we go. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna put my Instant Pot clip back on just to hold it in place. And you wanna stir this really well. Oh my goodness, y'all. I wish you could smell this. So when I said, you ready? You said,
I was born ready. Especially when it comes to something that smells this good.
I mean, this house smells amazing.
Well, it tastes just as good as it smells.
Does it?
Yes, that is amazing.
So it's called Straight Outta Heaven Casserole.
Yeah, it lives up to the name. For
Okay,
sure.
good.
This is by far the favorite
Of the ones I've made?
Of the ones that you've made.
Okay.
Yes. The flavor, you can tell that the Holy Trinity or whatever it was.
The Holy Trinity, yeah. Carrots, onion, and celery.
Man, is tremendous.
Okay. As much as I loved the breakfast casserole and still do, this is my favorite of the ones I've made as well.
Oh, this is really, 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 really
good. It is amazing.
I love the texture of it.
Yeah.
The other ones had, I mean, this one has a lot more moisture in the in the stuffing.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it stand out to me.
Right.
It's got a lot more moisture in there. Obviously, the flavors are just
And the veggies are perfect.
Yeah, it's not like
They're not mush.
Yeah, it's a good balance and a good blend of flavors.
Yeah.
Whereas in the other ones, the stuffing kind of takes center
Takes
stage.
over. Yeah, yeah.
This one here is a more balanced approach. It's really good.
All of them have been great, but this one, I see why they call it straight out of heaven casserole. Y'all have got to make this. Stephen, you said this is a...
Go backer.
It's a go backer. He's gonna go get more. This one is a sausage, apple, onion stuffing casserole. The ingredients just sound wonderful and they sound super perfect for fall, so let's make it. Let's preheat our oven to 375, and we're going to preheat this large skillet, which this skillet is gonna go in the oven a little bit later to about a little over medium. But if you don't have a skillet that can go directly into the oven, you can always just transfer everything over to a casserole dish. I'm gonna use my chopper. We've got an onion and then 2 apples. The recipe calls for golden delicious apples. It's slim pickings around here trying to find anything in grocery stores since Hurricane Helene. So I found these. I believe these were, I don't even remember. Oh, Honeycrisp, which is pretty close to golden delicious. So we're going with it. We've got a medium onion. We're gonna dice this. We're about to head over to the stovetop. I've got some Italian sausage we're gonna be cooking. The recipe calls for either chicken Italian sausage, or turkey Italian sausage. We're just doing pork Italian sausage because slim pickings at the grocery store. Let's go over here. So you just need ½ pound. I'm gonna throw that in here and start to brown that up. Hello. Hello. That was very fun. What?
I'm watching you. I want to see this peeling action here.
Well, I told you.
See how precise.
He said you can use a potato peeler. I said I've always peeled an apple with a knife, a paring knife, always. Okay. I don't know why. I just do.
I'm gonna do this in the oven over here, and we'll see.
Which one's better?
See which method is the fastest, most efficient way of peeling an apple.
Mine looks great.
All right, here we go. Ready? Hey, look at yonder. Look at that.
I didn't say it wouldn't work. I just said I've always done it the other way. Y'all tell me below, do you use a peeler or do you use a paring knife to peel an apple?
I even left more apple on there too. Look at that.
Whatever. Moving.
Mine's gonna be browner though at the end of the day because I have to touch it.
I'm just breaking up the sausage while it cooks. So our apples need to be diced as well. So I'm just gonna dice them in here with that onion because they're all gonna go into the pan at the same time anyway. Can't say that I've ever used this to dice apple. This is a new one for me.
Looks like it's doing a good job.
Well, figured it would. That's a lot of apple.
Go in.
Just a little bit of quality control. We'll be right back with you. Ooh.
It'll get you now.
It will get you.
Watch out.
All right, we're adding 3 tablespoons of butter in. You need to calm down, sir. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Okay. Right. Now, to that, we're gonna add our apple and onion.
Man, that's gonna be good. I can just already tell.
So we're gonna let this cook down for 5-6 minutes till everything is really soft. But we also need to add some fresh thyme in, so let's do that. So we're adding some fresh thyme leaves in here. If you've got dried thyme, that's fine too. But we're just adding in about a teaspoon of fresh thyme leaves.
I got thyme.
You got time for the thyme. You finish that up.
And them little leaves is just aggravating.
They are. That's why I like dried a lot of times, because thyme. Because it's just aggravating to get the little tiny leaves off.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit more.
It's gonna be all right now.
And then we need to go measure out some
You can't be rushing
stuffing mix.
We got plenty of time here, okay?
Haha, plenty of time.
Good job.
Yeah, got it. The instructions say to go ahead and add about a ½ cup of chicken broth to deglaze the pan if you need to. This pan is super non-stick, so we really don't need to deglaze because there's nothing stuck to the bottom of it. But if you've got, some of that sausage stuck to the bottom, deglaze here with some chicken broth while all of this softens over the next 5-6 minutes.
You smell that?
I do smell that. It smells really good. Yeah. So the recipe calls, come over here.
Oh, just her.
The recipe calls for 2 boxes of the 6-ounce, what is that brand? Stovetop.
Yes.
But we have this, which is a 16-ounce. So we need to reduce this down. We don't need to use the whole bag. So we're gonna measure it out. We need 12 ounces. What are we on? Are we on ounces?
I don't have no idea. Small bowl.
Yeah, my bowl's too. Okay, we're gonna try that again. We're gonna do over. Let's turn this off. Big one on there. Turn it back on. Should say 0. There we go. There's that.
Getting closer.
Ooh. There we go. You know what? That's almost all of it, but we're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. 12 ounces.
Look, it looks a little too light on the sausage, doesn't it?
Now, whose fault is that? Let's talk about it.
It's my fault.
I said, let's use the whole pound. He was like, no, I don't want to make too much. I was like, okay. But we're following the directions. The directions said use half a pound, so we're using half a pound, but you can
Yeah, I think you could.
make it a little bit meatier. All right, this has been cooking for
It's
5-6
still gonna be
minutes.
good, though.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's still gonna be great. We're gonna add in 2.5 cups, oh, pay attention, Mandy, of low sodium chicken broth. We're gonna turn this back up to about medium high because we want this to come up to a boil. We have a, what kind of boil, baby?
It's a boil.
No, what did you say? It needs to be
It's a bowl. It
No.
needs to be boiling.
No, what did you say? It needs to be a
A vibrant boil.
Okay. He said, it needs to be a vibrant boil. And I was
I
like,
don't know what I'm talking about.
it just needs to come to a boil, y'all. All right, so it's come to a boil. Let's turn the heat off. Whoop. And we're just gonna stir in, it says fold in the stuffing mix.
I
Look,
don't know how you fold crumbs.
I'm not real sure either, babe. But we're gonna go with it. Let's see. Start with that.
Fold them crumbs.
Look, we're gonna just whoop, fold it. Hey, I folded it.
Half a loaf of bread in there.
Now we put a lid on it. We're gonna take it off the heat and let it sit for 5 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes. So now
We're gonna what? We're gonna floof it?
we're gonna floof it with a fork.
Okay. Get the floofing.
You want to floof it? Ooh,
I guess.
it's pretty. Careful not to scrape my pan with this fork. We can't do that. We're gonna put some butter on top. You ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna put 3 or 4 tablespoons of butter on top. There we go, that's good. This is gonna go in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes. You just wanna kind of brown it up. So that's what we're doing.
Sausage, apples, onions.
Yeah, man. That's what we're doing.
That's a combo right there for
It
the
smells
ages.
really good.
Make sure I get plenty of sausage in this now.
There ain't that much sausage because somebody told me not to use it.
Hot. Woo!
Maybe we blow it off next time.
Them apples is like lava in there.
I bet they are.
Wow. But the flavor, savory, sweet,
Yeah.
and then the apples gives it kind of this, I don't know, it's like the apples and the onions kind of gives this like crisp sort of flavor.
Yeah.
But it's subtle. The apples are not like overpowering.
It's not overpowering.
No,
I was a
no,
little
no.
worried about that because it would seem like a lot of apple.
I like that.
Okay. Different.
That is really good, yeah.
Okay.
Different, but it works. Like it's really, really, really good. This would be a great stuffing alternative, you know, for your traditional stuffing at Thanksgiving. This would definitely be something that,
It would hit the spot.
yes, for
All
sure.
right, I want to try it, so I'll be back. I'm ready. I'm excited, but you told me it's like lava, so I'm gonna blow.
Be full of care.
I'm gonna blow it off. I'll see y'all in 5 minutes. Well, if you done scared me.
I mean, it's hot. I mean, it's the truth. Isn't that good?
Okay.
Did you get some sausage in there? Yeah.
Not what I was expecting. The apples are so subtle.
Yeah, it's subtle. The onions and apples together, it's like crispy, it sort of mellows out all of the savory.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
Isn't it?
It's not overly sweet. I was scared it was gonna be too sweet.
Yeah. Well, you know, the stuffing mix is already salty to begin with.
Right.
So I think the apples and the onions kind of balance that out.
It balanced it out.
For sure.
That's good.
That's good.
This is delicious, but we should have used
more sausage.
Yeah.
I find myself like, where's it at?
Looking for the sausage.
Where's the sausage? But yeah, like the more I eat it, the more I like it.
It's so good, y'all. But if you are looking for it to be a full meal, definitely use a pound of sausage. But
Yeah.
it is so, so tasty.
Really good.
Don't let the title of this one throw you off. It is called Yum Chicken, but it does not involve yum sauce. You know what I'm talking about. At the Japanese restaurants, the yum sauce. It doesn't involve that. It just means this chicken is yum. This is a really easy recipe and it uses already cooked chicken. So I threw a very large, thick chicken breast in my air fryer and went ahead and cooked it first. And then it says to just have chopped chicken. So I didn't shred it, I more chopped it after it came out of the air fryer. So we are ready to go. First things first, preheat our oven to 350. Another quick note, I will always have the recipe linked below in the description box. If you're watching on your phone, I think it says see more and it has like a little triangle and you can click on that and it will expand the description box. But I've got recipes linked there. I am halving this recipe just because we don't need the entire thing. So just keep that in mind. All the ingredients that I'm showing you is just for half of the recipe. I've got some olive oil spray. Just gonna coat the bottom. I have this 8x8. If you're making the whole thing, you will need a 9x13. So let's just take our already cooked and chopped chicken and put it on the bottom. Just kind of spread it out evenly. I've got just one large chicken breast, which is probably about a pound, basically. It was very, very thick. So this is probably about a pound of chicken. I'm gonna do my research because I only need half of each of these. I thought about just doing all of one, but I'm gonna do my research and see if I can freeze the remainders of these. I really hope that I can. Anyway, we're gonna do half of a can of cream of chicken. Or not, hello. Let me get a spoon. And then half of a can of cream of celery. You know, I don't use cream of celery very often. You have to tell me below if you use it a good bit. We need about a half a cup of sour cream. And I'm just going in with my spoon in here because there's basically about a half a cup left in this container. So I didn't need to rinse my spoon because this is just gonna go in the trash. Mix all of that together. Now you just wanna take this mixture and put it all over the chicken. If you will recall from my first recipe, I put the unused portion of my stuffing mix in this large bag. So I'm gonna be using about 3 ounces of this stuffing mix. So again, a normal stovetop box, oven's ready. A normal stovetop box is 6 ounces, so I'm using like half of that amount. But you would use a whole one if you're doing the whole recipe. I need to melt this butter. I've got 2 tablespoons here. And lastly, we're gonna take some chicken broth. I'm gonna use about a half a cup of chicken broth. And we're gonna take our melted butter and add that to it. Just kind of stir that around. And then we're just gonna pour that over top of the stuffing mix. Okay, this is going in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. You don't have to cover it. Okay, our timer just went off. I'm gonna pull this out. It was already cooked all the way through. This was just to warm it through. It looks really great and I'm pretty hungry, so let's eat.
Some kind of creaminess going on in here.
There's all kinds of creaminess in there. This should be a little comfort food chicken casserole.
The creaminess is almost like a gravy.
Okay.
Like a chicken gravy.
I can see that, yeah.
With the stuffing on top.
Yeah.
That is really good.
Yay.
Oh man, yeah, it's like warming.
Uh-huh. It's kind of chilly out here. It's not cold, but it's a little chilly out here.
A lot of good chicken flavor.
Yeah.
Would it be by chance have the cream of chicken in here?
It does. It has that and cream of celery.
Wow. Okay. That combo is really what's it's very rich. The gravy or whatever you want to call it. It's really good.
I did not expect it to be this good. Stephen just keeps saying, man, I mean, we could take this to a potluck.
This is delicious.
It is so...
To be so simple.
I know. I know. So much flavor is packed in this. We did put a little pepper on top just because we love pepper. So we added pepper on top at the very end. But other than that, yes. Stephen just had a really good point. So we're coming up on the holiday season. And what did you say, like with leftover turkey?
Leftover turkey meat or leftover chicken. Like if you have rotisserie chicken or something.
Right.
Maybe even some canned chicken.
I think you could definitely use canned.
Don't tell nobody else.
No. We ain't gonna tell nobody.
But you could use that. You could mix it up with those those cream muffs.
Yeah, it really does
Stuffing mix
kind of
on
feel like
top.
a gravy on top of
Yeah.
it. It's so good.
Cranberry sauce.
Ooh,
That'd be
cranberry
good
sauce
with
would be really good on the side of this.
Yeah, it would be.
Oh, okay. Y'all, yeah, this is great. It was just me and Steven eating this tonight, and we tore it up. Let me show you. This is what we did. I didn't make anything to go on the side, but it's that good. And that is an accurate description of how we feel right now. More, please.